Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender normal sisters. It's time to get back into the House of Da Vinci 2 with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we are assisting the master. Again, kind of, sort of, maybe for the first time. So we're not entirely sure who we are, if we're the same character, if we're a different character, or what's going on. But we are back in like 1495, 1498 maybe. We are far back in time. The first one sent us back in time, but we don't know to when or how or where or anything like that. And we were apparently in prison at the beginning of this one. We were freed by Cesare Borgia in order to infiltrate Leonardo da Vinci's workshop and get da Vinci to focus on work for the Borgia. But we also have this magical orb that will like open portals in time so that we can go back or back to a certain point in time, which would have to be from Leonardo, right? Otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. Not that this game makes a whole lot of sense. But anyway, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game, shall we? So yes, we are in the Corta Vicia in Milan. And this is the thing that apparently the Duke sent and wants Leonardo to solve it. Leonardo, who is a little scatterbrained, because when his previous the people that wanted to be his assistant beforehand were like, hey, yeah, this whole thing that you've got, yeah, it's impossible. Instead of looking at it and being like, well, why is it impossible? He's just like, oh, well, I guess I'll never find an assistant until apparently one shows up that can travel through time. Because you actually need to go back in time in order to affect things in the future. Anyway, let's take a look at this wild and weird thing. Okay, so we have... It is a box. Right, and this one looks different. Looks like there's like a latch or something, or maybe like a key. All right. There is some kind of like a dial here. There's just a gem here. A serrated band. Oh. Well, okay. A folded phoenix head. Our folded phoenix body over here. Right, now it's just a regular phoenix head. A head with a screw. Does that mean that he has a screw loose? At least until we tighten it? Head of a figurine. Za? Hmm. All right. Can we go look at the bottom of the thing? Can I like make use of anything around the place? Like, why is there a ladder just hanging up there, and why is there a door? I have a lot of questions. That item doesn't fit. No, that one doesn't fit either. Okay. Maybe the serrated blade? Or serrated circle? Yes. Uh-huh. Okay, so... Oh, so now, see, now we're moving different ones. So... Okay. Right. That was easy. Hey, it's a phoenix. I have your head, Mr. Boyd. Okay. So you have an owl on your wings. Hmm. Okay, so it looks like we might need to have specific ones, like the snake, lion, owl, and I'm not sure what the hell that is. So like a snake, a lion, and an owl. Hmm. Come on. Over you go. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I get the feeling we might need, like, those center ones. So, like, a pond, Charlie Brown's shirt, a battery, And a line with 2 knots. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, that was apparently it? Oh, maybe we need to, like, hit each of these types of okay, so like for the okay, so sideways U, you're fine. Okay, so the squiggle shield and bent onk. So then we want this one. And then we want that one. Right? No. Right, so we had to unlock each of the wings. Is this mystery person, like, maybe Leonardo from the future? Alright, you look like you are waiting for something. No? Ah. You're probably waiting for a moon. Which, no, not there. All the way up here. So this is a keyhole. So the seer needs his key. Or his sphere. Doesn't he? Like, that looks like it's supposed to hold a sphere.
look like we might just need to put a sphere in you. Mm-hmm. That's right, crank it on up. And what's under here? A couple dragons? Band is locked.
Okay. Wow, you guys are just opening everything. What are you? You need... You almost look like you need cables or maybe like handles? What are you? A vial with unknown liquid. Well, I happen to know that Mr. Da Vinci loves unknown liquids. All right. Is there anything further down that we can get to? Doesn't look like it. Don't need to do anything with him. Okay, it almost looks like we need to pour the liquid in somewhere, doesn't it? Oh. Yes, we do. All right, so we need to put something in there. A button with a thorn. This one.
we have the red marble. Now we have the yellow marble. Let me guess. Green marble next? Easy peasy. You can't get me with the 3-card Monty, motherfucker. And we have a screwdriver. How spectacular. Alright, now that's open. Let's get the fluids flowing. So now the band is unlocked. Apparently we can't move this one. Ah. So we've got that one wound up. Now we need to come over here, use the same handle, and wind this one up. Pull that down. Okay. Oh, dear gods. Mr. Da Vinci, is this supposed to be doing this? Boss?
How are you proceeding, Giacomo? Well, I see you are on the right path. Now I must finish something in the upper workshop, so you continue here. I would expect to see the cabinet's mechanism in all its beauty today.
Okay. You're just... Wow, that was a really quick lighting candle. Okay, so let's read our journal here. It is my 3rd year working with Leonardo da Vinci. After finishing the fresco in Santa Maria del Grazie, the master moved his workshop to the Palace Corte Vecchia, close to the Milan Cathedral. It is an older but extensive building with a number of ateliers and workshops. In them, Leonardo works on several works of art, inventions, and some commissions as well. I do my best to be a useful assistant and learn from his wisdom as much as I can. Preoccupied by work, I have no time to dwell on why I was here. I started to get used to the idea that the Duke had forgotten about me. How wrong I was. Oh yes, Cesare Borgia isn't one to forget. Nor forgive. This morning I saw Borgia in the courtyard with Leonardo in a very emotional conversation. It seems Leonardo is already working for him. That means the reason for why I am here must be something else. No, you're supposed to keep him working for just the Borgia. Nobody else.
I feel that Borgia came for a tribute with interest on top, and I will have nothing to pay him with. After I came to the workshop, the master assigned me a curious task. He was asked to inspect a peculiar cabinet by some unknown nobleman, and I am to find out what is concealed inside. Even though the master tried to hide it, the nobleman can only be Cesare Borgia, and the cabinet is only a pretense for the Duke's visit to Leonardo. That got me thinking. During the morning conversation, the upset Borgia demanded something from Leonardo, something that should have been done a long time ago, so definitely nothing to do with his cabinet. That would explain the master's absent-mindedness. Any other time, he would gladly and with interest inspect such a precious device himself. Today, I work here in this workshop, which has a room above the upper floor. Nobody has access except the master, and he is spending a lot of his free time in there lately. Getting in there and finding out what he is working on so intently, now that would be something. It would have something for Borgia, and he would be rid of him forever, hopefully. Don't bet on it, bucko. The price for my freedom seems almost too high. The idea of betraying Leonardo is most daunting. Once again, I confirmed that Leonardo's mind is on something really important. He just briefly commended my progress on the cabinet and went upstairs. My assumption was correct. The reason we are here today is for the master to be able to devote himself to working on his secret invention in his study, like several past evenings. But now, I need to focus on finishing my task and finding out what is hidden in this extraordinary cabinet. It looks to me more and more like some sophisticated machine whose intent I do not understand yet. Right. So something dropped into this dragon's mouth. The mechanism. That could be said about all of this. There we go. Yeah. What are you? You are... Okay. Another little mechanical man. Something unusual about the jewel on his turban. That one is locked. Okay, but you have a book. Okay. Sagittarius disc.
which I'm going to assume we need to match up over here. Okay. But how do I get the outer ones to, the upper ones to light up? That's just going to be, oh, no, that's kind of just in the general. Okay. Left pillar's magneted with a Sagittarius riddled with holes. On its right side is a gray rotary disc. On the left side is a golden one. Oh, maybe it's this outer disc? Yes, okay. There we go. All right. A brass handle, and we're supposed to be finding a small little island. Okay. That island there, that's the one we're supposed to be finding, right? I'm pretty sure. Yes, but like the northern part of it, specifically. All right. There we go. A wooden brush. And a lever. Or a switch or something. Yoink. That's gonna unlock that one. Aha. Alright. And then it's like, okay, you're done with that now, buddy boy. So you need the brush? Good weight. Yes, this will work nicely. Or what? I have no clue. Get part of a flute. And a small key. Check when the guest goes in here. Unlocks the weight. Which slices that. Good gods. Other part of the flute. The main part of the flute. And the teardrop-shaped gem. Exactly, Moon Mage, and hello. I've been waiting for that teardrop-shaped thing to put in dude's turban. Yes, bow your head. Now we have a complete flute. Nothing new in the journal. Oh, maybe we need to... Ah, okay. It kinda does, yes. Of course, the whole thing has kind of like an Indian Turkish type. Why are there feet? Elephant feet from the looks of it. Okay, so we need to find the other part of that. Yep, that is definitely an elephant. I probably could have identified it some other way than looking at its butt. There's something about this. Yeah, see, I was going to say, I'm like, there's something about that leg that just looks a little bit off. None of the others have a golden knee. Okay. Okay, apparently we need to go with kind of the orangish one. it's really difficult to figure out where to snap these two. Okay, is there some other way of controlling those? Of, like, getting them to... Oh, maybe it's like... Yeah, okay. Okay, so you will go all the way up. So if we say you there... So it's all about finding the right place to stop here. So it's this weird wire that goes around. All right, there we go. That should have it. Yep, it's all the same. That is unnecessarily aggressive. Ah. Okay. Sure. Can we fold the ears out? Yes, we can. I think. Or maybe not yet. Okay, that doesn't seem to do much of anything. Ah, there we go. I just had to really, like, yank it up. All right. Right. Wheel. Well, we have a spot for a wheel right in here. That brings out a crank. And a scroll. I really can't get back up there, guys. Okay, then you drop it down into the hole. Boss man, I think I've got it. Mostly.
Fine work, Giacomo. As I predicted, nothing dangerous. It looks like some kind of clockwork mechanism on which the Turkish seafarer, devil knows why, depicted his voyage's discoveries. His fellow countrymen must have admired the ingenuity, skill, and care needed to construct such a mechanism. It is definitely a precious gift. I am sure our client will be more than happy. Oh, I'm tired after such a long day. I will head to my chamber to lie down. You, Giacomo, clean up the workshop. When you're finished, go and rest as well.
Okay. I still think there's more to this. Now's my time to find out what Leonardo is doing in his secret study. Right. It's getting dark outside and my work is done. Inside the cabinet was hidden a beautiful clockwork mechanism. Even Leonardo himself had to appreciate the art and subtlety with which it was made. The cabinet itself gave me its own testimonial. The nobleman in question was indeed Cesare Borgia. The master is done for today, so I was left alone in the workshop. I'm considering how I should get through the locked door to the master's study and immediately feel regret even thinking about it. I feel like a thief preparing some nefarious heist. But envisioning Borgia skulking around compels me to find out what Leonardo da Vinci is really working on. Time travel. The esteemed Duke of Valencia, Cesare Borgia, tales of your wit and sharp mind reach far beyond the borders of your country. The proof of their veridity is the fact that you were able to solve the puzzle hidden in this clock. I, Haji Ahmed Muhyiddin Piri, discovered it during my travels and now bestow it as a gift upon you. It was devised and constructed by a great thinker, Ismail al-Jazari, more than 200 years ago to show off the benefit of cultural diversity. I believe that this ingenious machine will be a celebration of wisdom and knowledge brought by this Enlightenment era of reason. The machine was contrived through rigorous research of discoveries by great sages, mainly from Alexandria and Muslim lands. Its visage symbolizes Egypt, Arabia, India, Persia, and the distant Asia. Please accept this map of the world as well, a rare gift I made myself and implanted into the clock. Okay. Right, so if we go upstairs, we can fiddle with time. Maybe back to a period where it was unlocked. Yes. All right, because everything else is frozen in time. It is the time machine. the secret device the master tries so hard to... I should make a sketch. I found the invention using the Oculus Perpetua. From what I witnessed in the secret study, it would seem that Leonardo is not the author. It seems he is just trying to reconstruct the unmistakably ancient device. It is unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. My mind is full of questions. Why is the Duke so adamant about getting the invention done? Is it some powerful weapon that would allow him to triumph against overwhelming odds and armies? What is the origin of this device? The origin of the device, I think, is Leonardo. Just future Leonardo, not this Leonardo. Leonardo probably knows best why he is keeping progress of his work on this device to himself and away from the Duke. Alas, thoughts of Borgia making a visit are not so easy to dismiss. Either way, I will sketch the progress with all the details. Time for me to return to my room. Hello? I didn't order any housekeeping.
Surprised to see me? I realize that it has been quite a few days since our last meeting, and perhaps you even thought to be forgotten. Isn't that right? But I do not forget, Giacomo.
Well, not yet, at least. But if I remember my history correctly, the syphilis does cause you to lose a little bit of your memory.
I came to remind you of the debt you still owe. It is time to make a payment. I know you still remember the circumstances of your release, and what you agreed to do for me. The notebook.
Dick. Yeah, I get it. I'm not very...
You are in luck. It seems that I did not come in vain. But beware. Your work for Master Leonardo is not finished yet. Do not forget why you are here and keep your silence. Leonardo cannot know anything about any of this.
Okay, but there's no need to, like, treat my things like crap, dude. Giacomo, there was a time when I wrote to you that events you cannot understand are in store for you, and this is one of them. I took the Oculus Perpetua back as I need it more than you do. Trust me that this is the best way to protect my endeavor. And even if you do not realize this fully yet, we are in this pursuit together. You need feel no remorse for what happened today. Know that everything is happening exactly as it should. Giacomo, a time when we will meet is coming. Then you will finally understand that you are part of something great and important. Maintain your effort. You are doing excellent work. A friend. Okay, I just thought about it. Giacomo may be the character from the first game, but, like, this is his original time through this period. So now we're going from Milan to Firenze.
Dia Forense. Florence, 1508. Okay, so this is like... I was right. So then we fell through along with an assassin of some sort. Damaged our glove. Hey, don't be a dick. Hey, that's my glove. What happened? I just remember falling down endlessly. So Borgia and I just fell into a different time, and what is he going to do with the glove? My mind is in a state of chaos. I've never been more confused in my life. There are thousands of thoughts in my head, but I cannot get a hold of even one. I feel like I know the place I now find myself after jumping into the time machine well, but at the same time, it is so different, as if I were here in a different time under different circumstances. That would mean that Leonardo's masterpiece is really working. But in what time have I ended up, and where is the master? What happened to Borgia that he looks so pitiful? And where is he with the glove stolen from me? So many questions I have to find answers to. Wait, so are we the friend that left us the notes? Right, obviously take the handle. All right. Yeah, but that's the type of thing that they really love to do with time travel stuff. It's like, hey, so, you're the one that's helping yourself. But you can't tell yourself that you're the one helping you. Okay, so, exactly. Or, create a temporal rift that just, ends all known creation.
There could be something intriguing on the front. Well, yeah. Wait, this one has scratch marks. Uh-huh. You couldn't have, like, caught it? It's a wooden cogwheel. Convenient. It looks like there's another one that's like... another spot that's needs to open. Okay, but I can't do anything with that. What are you? You look like the spot where we would need to put the crank. Oh. Damn place is falling apart. Whoops. Alright, that is apparently as far as that one will go up. There we go. The drawer. Fold another fucking folding key. Ugh. Really, Leo, why did you make all of these? Alright, so we need it like... that? Yes. Aha, now we can free this and pull that out and get a metal handle. Who? Alright, it's just cobwebs in there. Except for here. Oh, yep, there's something else here. Okay, can you give me a little bit of warning when you're gonna drop shit like that? Like, you know somebody has lost their hand to that. Giacomo, before you came to Milan, I was visited by Cesare Borgia, accompanied by mysterious men. They brought ancient but incomplete plans for an extraordinary machine and wanted me to build it for them. My curiosity outweighed caution, and I accepted the commitment, including the promise of complete confidentiality. Captivated by the prospect, I started working right away, and the Duke came to check on me only from time to time. Soon I found the key to immeasurable power of the miraculous device and understood that no man can be allowed to hold that kind of power. In time, Borgia became ever more nervous and his visits closer and closer together. He seemed forced by someone or something, fearful even. I no longer felt safe in Milan. Well, yeah, I mean, his dad was the fucking Pope. And not like, oh, hey, the popes that we have these days that say things and people are free to, do them or not do them. No, the Pope had a fucking army back then. Like, you didn't fuck with the Pope. I mean, even before he became Pope, he was a very powerful bishop, if not cardinal, and it's like, yeah. The Borgias were, like, not very nice people. We found a new shelter in Florence. Alas, I could not just forget the machine. In Milan, I made only a small model, and now I wanted to see its full potential. I'm full of remorse, but at the time, nothing could stop me from building a time machine in the Tower of Badia Fiorentina. I had no idea what danger this put us into. It was then that Borgia appeared again in Florence, and he seemed desperate. Gone was his majesty and noble bearing, but he was no less dangerous for it. His obstinate obsession with the time machine escalated, and I was slowly getting backed into a corner. To make matters worse, that was not all. The device caught the interest of a secret and mysterious society. Giacomo, you are part of the story. Which part you will puzzle together on the first floor. I give you back the Oculus Perpetua, improved with a new function, but you will surely find out what that is on your own. Okay. So it was just like, it was just Leo giving us all those things. We're going back to 1507. Seems I went back into the past after I jumped into the time machine. Back into the past just after I... But was that really the past, or was that technically the future? All right. So, what is even holding that one up? I am just like, I get the feeling that I am like fucking destroying everything. All right, you wiggle a little bit. Right, so there's the tanks. Okay. This is one of the mechanisms I should look at through Leonardo's improved Oculus Perpetua. Okay. Oh, so now we have our X-ray vision back. All right, so you're there. You're there. All right, let's move you up. You there. I think that should be... Yeah, there we go. I had it right, I just didn't know where the switch was. Oh, yeah, this is like right before we fell, isn't it? Or... wait, what? Right after I fell, maybe? You haven't even finished playing the cutscene yet. mysterious figures got the gate in the end. But how is it possible that one of them noticed me in the past? Alright, so this new letter from Leonardo sheds some light on the mystery. His behavior in Milan and later in Florence is starting to make sense to me. I understand how he ended up here in this situation. I know that Borgia had the plans for the time machine construction in his possession, and he needed Leonardo to fulfill the impossible task of filling the gaps in and constructing the device. Borgia, loyal to his notion that the end justifies the means, decided to use me. He wanted to have his man inside to give him reports on Leonardo's progress with the machine. I am not sure why yet. But events slipped out of the Duke's grasp and he forfeited both his status and power. That only fueled his ambition to get his hands on the time machine. It seems it has something to do with the mysterious figures I saw in Florence before I jumped through the time machine. Just a few moments ago, I saw them again in the past. I learned that they took the gate right after our jump through time, even in its broken state, and carried it from the tower. I was scared to death by the red-hooded figure as it became aware of my presence, even though I thought no one could see me in the past. Alright, well, we have a figure that needs to go on here somewhere, I think. In the center? Looks like it. Yep. $14.95. Really did find the first piece of the puzzle that is the story of on the first floor. Embedded in a large mechanical table, the year display changed from 1506 to 1495. In Florence, I found myself between a rock and a hard place. Should I give the machine to Borgia or the secret society? I chose neither. But I needed a plan. There was only one way to get out of this mess, to go through the time machine into the past and prevent it from ever being built. The drawback of the device was its instability, as it could be only used twice in succession. That was a good thing. I could go through the gate and leave it inoperable for whoever would lay his hands on it. That is how I first overcame the barrier of time and returned 11 years into the past to the year 1495. Right. And then we followed him. Okay, so we need to change those two. Ah, okay. So yeah. It's me. In another part of this testament dated 1495, the master continued, The Oculus Perpetua was conceived as a side project of my research into the ancient, incomplete, yet incredibly advanced plans. How was Borgia able to get his hands on it? What was the role of the secret society? If I knew the answers to these questions, I could prevent the time machine from ever existing. After I arrived in the year of 1495, I needed to hide my presence even from myself, but I had a plan. After your escape from the prison, I gave you the Oculus Perpetua, which you used to acquire the sketch of the finished time machine. Borgia took it, and I could find out how he would react. All right. So yeah, see, okay, so now we're looking for one with a dot at the top, an H, yes, HCG. He knew about it after, but during. The version of Leo that went back into the past knew that Giacomo was a mole, and he was perfectly fine with it. All right, so I should move all of you guys down here while I can. So that we can fill up the top and be done with that one. Okay, so all right, so we need the E here. F with an H on the bottom, and then this one. Okay, so that's got that. All right, cool. All right, so you'll go up there. All right, C, A, yes, and then all right, you there. All right, and you there. ID, yes. You should just stop. There we go. This is when we became his assistant. That was where we took the test to become his assistant. So then we're forward to 1506. The next memorandum Leonardo wrote was labeled in the year 1506. Maybe you were wondering why I haven't told you sooner. My friend, I knew that you came to me from Castello Estanza, and I was worried that you were sent either by Borgia or the secret society. In the beginning, I did not trust you. Do not forget that at the time, I did not know what I know now. As time went by, I found you an excellent assistant and friend. Later in Florence, I wanted to tell you everything, but there was an unexpected turn of events. A half-mad Borgia appeared in Florence as well as people from the weird society, and I needed to put my plan into motion sooner than I expected. Right, so that's the Borgia from the future that fell through with us. Dirty lens. This a lens cleaner? Star-shaped tool. Alright, I'm pretty sure we need to clean the lens. Alright, so you need like a... Alright. Let's look around here. Well, let's look at the... Alright, you look like you would go right in there. Okay, so now we've got light going, but it's not going to go through a dirty lens. Oh, whoa. Oh, okay. All right, so... Not quite. Okay, so we... Yes, but we need to flip you guys around. Now we still need something up on the top there. That? No, because we're now missing the foot on the bottom there. But like that should work. What did I just drop? What the hell? All right. All right. Hang on a moment here. Okay, so right, and then kind of the T shape down here. All right. So let's see, those are going down. So you would be here, you would be like, well, you can't really be there. Not you, you. That, yes. Any more blocked doors that we... Nope, I would say not, because we just lost the foldable key. Alrighty then. You know, at this point, I have no freaking clue. Okay, so that's... Wait, so now we're down... Now we're back down here. Wait, maybe we should unfold this. All right. I just realized where that probably fit. Yes. A metal handle. A very complex metal handle. All right. You go in there. See, now you're playing certain things through. But we need to clean... We still need to clean the lens. If we just put the lens here, I don't think anything's going to shine through. Now, see. Alright. We need to find a way to clean the lens. And then we can watch a little movie. We do anything with you? It's kind of weird to be able to zoom back in on something. Alright, you look like there is something missing there. There's like a panel missing right there. But give me just a moment here. I need to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Where do I go from here? On the side of the table are 8 pointed ornaments, but 2 of them seem different from the rest. Well, yeah. There we go. Ah, a lens polisher. How convenient. It's like he knew we would have to clean the lens. Alright, so now if we plop you into there, you should show us something on the screen. Okay, so that to the down to the star. Okay. Nope. All right, so we start off with you. Then we go to you, to you, and to you. So I need to take the magic MacGuffin and... Well, no, I guess I took the magic MacGuffin and fell? The dial of the machine is turned for the final time, stopping at the year 1508. Thus, I went to the year 1495, but you ended up in the year 1508. You are asking, how that is possible? The key element is the calibration process of the time machine. Is the special glove which you equipped when you went through the gate. Without it, the gate is almost useless. I built into it an important and irreplaceable component as a sort of safety precaution against anyone misusing the gate. As, again, Da Vinci was known to do. Like, he would design special... He would put in flaws in the final design, so, like, his tank wouldn't work because he didn't have, like, the right type of screw in just the right place. My glove was damaged during the journey. Luckily, we still have the one you used, as we will need it. Exit the tower as soon as you can. Outside awaits the last fragment of the story and a little surprise. Say, you know, about that glove. How important would you say it is? Just as a little question. Okay, so we have like all of these different numbers. Yeah, Borgia took it. Maybe you go here some... No. I should pick up the cylinder case and loosen it. I should pick up the cylinder case that loosened on the table near the frame with the text. Oh. That. Oh. Okay. I mean, Cesare Borgia was a huge dick back in the day. Like, he was not he was awful. Ornament case with a handle, which looks like it'll fit right in there. Okay. So now I need the right number. Okay, so that... All right, so 8127. That symbol. 0507.
10, 15. And 20, 31. All right. So first one was 81, 27. And it was, then we went to 0507. And 1015. And 2031. Okay. Hmm. Cylinder suspended in the middle of the left cabinet. Evidently, I need to put in a 4-digit numerical code, but where can I find it? Well, you can find... Okay, so there's 4 codes. Wait, so if we say 2, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, oh, well, okay, if that's saying start there, then 0, 0, 0, 7? I don't know. I have no idea what this emblem is supposed to mean. I mean, that's obviously... That's obviously telling us where that one is. That almost... I don't know. I have. I've got the numbers. I just don't know what numbers to take from which. Anything down here to see? No, doesn't look like it. Well, I was trying to figure out if we took like one number from each, starting here, like where it's kind of pointing over.
think the pillars are some kind of a hint, a numerical series, perhaps. Zero, 1, 2, 8. 5001. 132. 751. I have the first 3 digits of the code. They're 406. Okay. Six. How the hell do you get 406? Yeah. Oh, wait. 1012. Zero, 1. Plus 1, 2, 4. Oh, it's a Fibonacci sequence. So it's 0, 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1. 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, so 4, 0, 6. Oh, maybe it's multiplication? 1 times... Oh, no? Yeah, so 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 8. Okay, so 5, 0, 0. Okay. Seven down to 5, down to 1. 1 to say it would be another 5. Oh, it's a 3 apparently. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how the hell we were supposed to get that, honestly. Really, all we had to do was input the first 3 and then just spin through the... Alright, you need a lever. Have I mentioned my disliking of heights? Alright, a wooden rose. Which goes right there. Yoink. Yeah, they kind of... Is this your famous parachute? I think this is Da Vinci's, like, pyramid-shaped parachute.
Okay. So... Uh-huh. All right. Yeah, yep, it is. Okay. Oh, shit, shit, shit! You're supposed to hold on to it! Okay! So now we're back in the courtyard? We're in a courtyard at least. I don't know if it's the right courtyard or what, but I think that's where we're gonna end for today. So we're gonna start off tomorrow right at this spot because this just feels like we finished with the tower. We're into this courtyard. It feels like a good place to end for tonight. So yeah. Time shenanigan. Yay? Anyway, so yeah, that's where we're going to end for tonight. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to consider prodding that subscribe button. Don't forget the top link in the description below will take you to our fourth wall page where we have all kinds of merch like our sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, water bottles, mugs, the whole 9 yards. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell. But also check out the social media links down below. Everything from our Facebook page to the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, tomorrow at 8 p.m. such time, we'll be back with more Chaos on Deponia. And then that following midnight, we'll be back with more of The House of Da Vinci 2. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!